16 years ago, on February 1st, 2006, I was a young and emerging Jewish woman professional leader. I was just at the beginning of pioneering work that I would accomplish over the next 16 years. I was busy carving out a place for DEI and for Jews of color to flourish as a priority within Jewish institutions and within Jewish philanthropic sectors. And I needed support. In those early years, when the most salient question that Jewish institutional leaders and philanthropists had for me was, "So Yavilah, how many others like you are there?" It was a true breath of fresh air for Jewish Women's Foundation of New York to invite me to join them for a living room conversation, where women crowded around couches and tables and notched and schmoozed and discussed the future of what it would really mean to support Jewish women and girls. In 2006, I was so deeply inspired to meet women who were already committed to giving to diverse Jewish women and projects around the world. Women who asked me to sit with them and share my work and my cultural story because they said it was part of a fabric of priorities that they were already weaving to be sure that no Jewish woman was left behind. In 2006, I left a warm living room of laughing women with a pledged gift and a small glass plaque of appreciation for my work that still sits on my desk today. What I remember most about that spring of 2006 was the warmth and the camaraderie with which those women engaged me. It felt different than my visits to, say, the Jewish Funders Network, where I was the first Black Jewish woman speaker to address the full plenary, but where I was told not to speak to funders and to essentially come, make my presentation, and leave. These women did not treat me as a curiosity. They did not treat me as entertainment. They welcomed me as a member of their community and supported me as a Jewish woman that mattered. As I flash forward 10 years to my invitation by Jamie to actually work with her board on anti-racism, and my subsequent invitation to become a member of the first collective cohort, I have to say that what continues to attract me as a Black Jewish woman to Jewish Women's Foundation of New York is space. It's a space that inspires me and gives me strength. It inspires me and gives me strength because of the light I see in women's eyes who are willing to lead together and gather others for the same purpose. The values, the Jewish values, the principles, the commitments that drive this organization include investing in diverse women and social justice, because we say that when you say Jewish woman and Jewish leader in the same breath, this is what you must mean. The collective's invitation to me was an invitation to be myself, an invitation to share and explore the depth and dimension of who Jewish women are, and to value how we are and how we lead in turbulent times when we must resist to be bold, creative, and without apology. As a member of the first collective cohort, I received an invaluable opportunity to build relationships with my other collective members, to reflect, to listen, to tell the truth. I valued acquiring knowledge and skills with other Jewish women, yes, but I've most valued the opportunities we've had to engage one another on our journeys towards self-awareness, personal development, resilience, and growth. As a woman who spent close to 20 years pioneering and planting seeds before I was finally able to see the work of my two hands bear fruit and new seedlings around me, the most meaningful thing that the collective offered me was a chance to rest, a chance to make change in the Jewish community by having people not cross what Lucille Clifton termed as the bridge called my back. Over the last 4 years, the collective has given me a space to breathe and begin visioning a community where Black Jewish women will now have a room of their own, where Black Jewish women will now get to save some for themselves. And once again, I need your support. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch each jewel among us become better positioned to reach their full potential, but to also inspire the communities they work with to do the same. As we celebrate JWFNY's 25th anniversary together today, my ask of you is this. Continue to work alongside this organization to deepen the capacity of women's work to be intersectional and informed by DEI and anti-racist values in all of our standards and in all of our education. Continue to enhance opportunities for diverse women leaders like myself, for staff and community partners to engage with you not once, not twice, but consistently to ensure that you are hearing from diverse voices, that you are including diverse perspectives, simply because that is who we are when we say Jewish women. That you will continue to be open to generating conversations in the field regarding how racism and lack of diversity is affecting decision-making around funding, services, provisions, and priorities that do not include women of color. That you will continue to be curious and critical observers about what's possible in the world when equity and justice are centered in Jewish institutional work. That you will have an influence on the inequities in our society that are impacting the quality of life for our women siblings around the globe. In 2006, I hope that you, every one of you here, will be the ones to help break out of monocultural ways of thinking and doing that have hindered women's progress and humanity's progress for centuries. It actually is the relationship of storytelling that I experienced within the collective that I found to be the most immeasurable resource. Learning with my collective colleagues to move beyond the emotions of racism and perhaps defensiveness, embarrassment, and sometimes shame in discussing DEI issues led us to hold one another and gain needed perspective on what it takes for all Jewish women to breathe together and lead together in tackling real issues that are affecting real women in our time. I hope that our time together today is already a warm invitation to a JWFNY living room meeting. And I hope you know that the good work has already started. I remain deeply honored to be in this work with you.